Hello. Today we're on yet another different project here. This is an old barn and we're going to get this ready to house the ducks for the winter. I'm Zorab and this is Byther Farm. So I'm not doing this alone. Dave the hero is here today and he's going to be helping. I'm saying helping, actually he's going to be doing 99% of it, but we've been around and we've found a whole load of old Avery panels, wood, wire, even a couple of glass doors, and we've looked at some of the ways that we're going to be able to fit these to the doorways, to the openings. Mr. J's heading into the local town to get us some more raw plugs and screws that we can use to fix things into this concrete block building. There's an awful lot of air bricks in here, so we need to block those off to make them fox proof, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get this completed. Around at the back of our house I found these old Avery panels which are being used to hold back all of these weeds. I suspect they were originally used to keep animals from that area falling into this pathway. So I'm going to clear, not completely, but I'm going to clear enough of the brambles and other weeds away for us to be able to get this other panel out and use that. It's attached to this hedge and some pallets with baling twine, which I'm just getting rid of now. But more than anything, it's attached with ivy. So I'm going to have to just clip some of the ivy away and then I'll be able to access this panel too. So fingers crossed that this will come away now. It's well and truly stuck. The old bits of wood supporting it are well, rotten, but the actual Avery panel still looks in pretty good condition. Certainly it's good enough for what we want to do with it. So there we go, I've moved that and I'm just going to cut all the ivy from it. So the plan is to take these great big Avery panels and fix them to the wall. We might have to get clever with some sort of filling in these gaps if we can't actually get it flat onto the wall, but it's definitely a really good start, and I'm really pleased that we're going to be able to do this with recycling so much that's already on site and not have to spend out too much to get what is actually just a temporary job done. And so far we've managed to get some panels on each of the three openings here. I am so pleased with this. So we have an access door here. We've still got some gaps to fill around the top and up there. We really are making headway in here. So this panel is on and really very secure. Nothing's going to be able to get in at the bottom or at the sides. So that's great news. And likewise at this end, we've made a start on this. So there's a panel at the top here and another one all over the side there to block that in. This door locks from the outside, and as yet we have to sort something out along the bottom to prevent animals getting in through there or the ducks getting out. Along each of the longer sides on this barn there are air bricks to allow airflow to go through, which is great. However, those holes are large enough for a fox or even a rat to get through, and if the ducks are going to be in that barn for any length of time over the winter, then we need to make sure that those are secure too. Now I don't want to just cover them over with something solid because I do want the airflow. There will be a build-up of duck poop in that building and certainly I want the air to be able to flow. So I've got some netting to fix across the top wooden piece and come down the sides to cover that over so it can't be accessed by rodents or foxes. But I do need to be able to access that wall, and there are a vast number of stingers and brambles and roses along here. And so while Dave the Hero has been working on putting those frames up, I've been out here trying to clear as much as I can along this passageway. And I started at the other end and worked my way this way until I hit this section here. And this is a clump of climbing roses. I think they're probably New Dawn. It's a pale pink, lightly fragranced, fabulous climber. And I've actually got it elsewhere in the garden. I took cuttings from our old house and brought those with me. So I'd be really pleased if that's what it is. But if it's not that, it's possibly eglantine. But either way, it's a very pretty pale pink, fragrant climber. But this has formed a thicket. So I worked as best I could that way, and then I worked this way, and there was another of these roses here, in fact here, and I cut it back, cut it down, lots of outward facing buds, so when it regrows it will spread further out. And Mr. J worked really hard to get the root out of here. Now my guess is they're at least 30 years old. Looking at old photos of our homestead, these have been here a really long time. So we've got one root ball out. It's about 18 inches across. It's huge. I think I might be able to saw that in half and have two pieces, because the centre of it is looking really old and all the newer growth is on the outsides. So that would be good. There is still one in here, which at the moment we can't get out, because along here there is a wall of old tyres that are filled with, well, I think it's gravel, but it could be soil. I don't know. But at the moment it's 3, possibly 4 tyres high, and everything over there is banked up against it. In fact, over there it's quite a lot higher than these tyres. And we need to decide what we want to do, whether we want to try and clear some of this out, which would be a massive undertaking, but maybe quite a good one to do, or whether to leave it as it is. Right now we're going to leave it as it is so we can get this building secure. And so wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one, and I also hope that you'll join me again next time.